Remember, we brought you a story about a United States congressman, black male, punched in the face by a Trump supporter. Now we're bringing you the response of Trump supporters. If you remember, put up for a mask. In an update within hours of a man being arrested for punching Representative Maxwell Alejandro Frost at the Sundance Film Festival, MAGA-aligned critics were already accusing Frost of fabricating the incident. Just to remind everybody, this happened in front of many people. You have a police report. You have police officers investigating and effecting arrests. Let's recap. So Frost, the congressman, who is Afro-Cuban descent and is the first generation Z member of the US Congress, is a critic of Trump, obviously. He's a critic of MAGA ideology. According to Frost and officials at the festival, the alleged assault involved a white male telling the congressman that Trump is going to deport him. The suspect in Frost's case allegedly proclaimed pride in being white while in the restroom before attacking the congressman as he exited. If you pay attention to the logic, if we can call it that, of the perpetrator, he's telling you what immigration reform really is about as it relates to Trump and Trump supporters. He's telling you it is about racism. He's telling you it is about his whiteness. He's telling you it has nothing to do with the political posturing that they proclaim from their offices and the chamber. There's more. Christian Joel, 28 years of age, was arrested at the scene, as according to court records. He was hit with charges of aggravated burglary because he wasn't supposed to be there, assaulting an elected official, and assault. He had entered the private property without permission. That's according to Variety. Furthermore, the report notes that Young not only attacked Frost, but also a woman attending the event. The investigation into Frost's alleged assault is ongoing, and the congressman stands by his account of the incident. There is no contrary account on record. Despite eyewitnesses, despite their accounts, and the arrest, right-wing social media figures quickly cast doubt on Frost and his account of what happened, invoking conspiracy theories, comparison to past high-profile hoaxes. This is what you're dealing with in MAGA land. Believe me, I know. This person did something very special and unique. Quote, Zim says, look how the rotten GOP has become. So Matt Van Swole says, what's the man's name? Jesse Smollett. And then another one said, you're a congressman in Florida. What on earth are you doing in Utah? Another person chimed in, yeah, never happened and we don't care. Jane says, why were you at the Sundance Festival? Is that what we pay you for? Is that a perk for the House of Representatives? Question mark. And another added, quote, ask yourself, how many people at the Sundance Film Festival are going to clock a U.S. congressman on the kisser in broad daylight in front of everyone? Give me a break. If you're going to debut a sequel at Sundance, Congressman, I would avoid it being Jesse Smollett 2.0. You can't even respond to that madness. So that's why we're doing it, because I hope our dear brother is not responding to the silliness, right? And it's nonstop. It's excessive. They probably believe themselves And ironically, it seems as if others do as well. But keep in mind, they voted for Trump. Okay. They believe Trump. I'll put it in full math in case there are any doubts. The attack on Frost happened just prior to fellow Representative Omar's attack. Experts say this climate amplifies threats against Black lawmakers who are increasingly facing harassment, intimidation, and attacks in both public and private settings. What rhetoric? The rhetoric that Trump amplifies from the most powerful seat in political terms in the United States of America. It is also amplified by the fact he makes no statement to the contrary of these individuals. But if he does make a statement, it has now become in support of their action by trying to discredit whoever was victimized. And regardless if it is true or not, there's a belief that even if they get prosecuted, they have to face jail time, that Trump will simply pardon them. Well, he's done it before. All right, Senator, thoughts here.
You know, Doc, I sigh deeply so I don't have to cuss. Forrest Gump, stupid is as stupid does. You know, that famous line, Forrest Gump, the character in the movie. I mean, the man, what was his name? Christian Joel Young. He can say all the things that you laid out that he said. What he cannot do is put his hands on another person. And in particular, he put his hands on a Congress member. He can spew all of that hate, but the irony, Christian Joel Young. Yeah. You know, I want our viewers to understand the Christian part of that. And what would Jesus do? Certainly none of that. In fact, I just don't understand if these people, maybe they don't know, but we're going to break the news for them. Jesus is not white.
Right.
I mean, the physical body that Jesus came to earth in is not a white body.
Right.
So go back and read scripture. I read something like hair like wool and feet as brass, not white by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah.
So and your point about President Trump and how he stokes this kind of hatred, I think it is his superpower. And his followers are picking up on this stuff. Now they grown, they have responsibility for their own actions, but to have the president of the United States of America in the 21st century pour gasoline on this kind of hatred, I mean, it is really, really kind of stunning. And then that question that you read from one of the supporters asking him what he doing, what is he doing in Utah? I don't know, Doc. I think that was a legitimate question, though.
I think the brother was off. I don't think
I want to know what he was doing in Utah too, though. Seriously.
Right. Yeah, I just want to be in Utah, period. No offense to Utah. Okay.
No, all jokes aside, yeah, it was wrong, and they know it happened.
Yeah, and we'll keep you updated to see if there's a true penalty for the guy in the prosecution phase.